started already.
Folks, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us for the very first Games Done Queer, this lovely extended weekend of queer excellence from across the incredibly diverse speedrunning community. We thank you all so much for joining us, both with the games, both with the silliness in the studio with prizes, and then with the the interviewer team of me and Pleasantly Twisted. We are going to be closing off with one last interview for, in fact, the closer of the event. So we are joined here by Shovda. Shovda, if you'd like to say hello of some sort.
Hello, I'm gay.
Let's go.
Fantastic. I'm glad that we're all on the same page out the box. Hi, gay. I'm PT. I'm also a flavor of gay. I'm just non-binary and ace, though.
We're all different. All different kinds of spices on show for this interview. So, we got to talk a little bit about what is coming up, because we've got a game called Masterpiece. We've got a category which we'll find out about later when it comes to the running. But how did this end up on your radar, Shovda? Because we've seen you do a little bit of Mario ROM hack stuff in the past. But what about this game in particular?
Well, I was asked actually to playtest this fan game originally. And then I had so much fun with it that I just kept playing it over and over, and it became a speedrun. Awesome.
I feel like that's the best way of coming up to it. We've heard from people who, have had friends been involved with it. We heard from the Kitsune Tales runner that their friend was like part of the lead design of the art, and it's really cool to see how speedrunners are really tapped into the kind of development side of speedrunning. I'm seeing PT raise your finger about something.
Well, and I was going to say the same thing kind of happened with the BC Ball interview too of Hollow, because they've just been there that entire time. But on top of that, they've been there ever since the days of Chicory. So it's just really, really cool to see how the runners always will find the stuff, and then it just becomes this really nice melding of minds and relationship, and then the runners just kind of never leave and no one says anything. Like, everyone's like, yeah, this is fine. That's fine. Okay.
That's how we roll.
This is really cool. Yes.
Awesome. Now, a lot of people might see this and be like, okay, Mario ROM hack, but you play as Sonic, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm curious, is this a game that can be claimed by the Sonic community, or is it more Mario at heart? Where is its identity?
I think in celebration of queerness that this event is, it can identify however it wants to identify.
Awesome. I feel like I can resonate with that. I'm seeing some skepticism from our lead an interviewer here.
You're going to get enough of putting me on blast, know that. But also, that sounds like a little bit of a cop-out. So you're saying that anyone can claim this game? Anyone who feels the vibes with it can claim this game?
Ooh.
Yeah, I believe so. I think that... Actually, I think that it depends on the fan game itself and how it identifies. I think it's about its individual presentation and identification, not about like the group claiming it. Which is to say, given Sonic and Mario's history, I believe that this fan game may be the he/him lesbian of ROM hacks.
He/him lesbian of ROM hacks. Interesting. So then we would like to follow up on that, because now you've piqued my curiosity. So since we're saying this is the he/him lesbian of ROM hacks, let's go ahead and flip some things around a little bit. What would be the worst Mario game then that Sonic can represent in? Just give us anything from the smorgasbord. But if you kill my son Yoshi, we're going to have problems. You cannot do that. So what is the worst Mario game that Sonic could appear in?
I would say it would be Mario's Time Machine, because according to Masterpiece, Sonic is actually from Canada, and so he would not do very well in the American history portions.
Ooh. What can I say but yikes? You're not wrong. I will not dispute that one. Give me another one too. What's another one that you think would be absolutely abysmal for Sonic to show up in?
I'd say Mario Sunshine, given that Sonic can't swim, and then you hear that terrible, horrifying music that haunts all of our dreams.
That's
Shoulders
yeah.
got us there.
Those are real answers. Those are real answers. Nobody likes that music. That's why people have it on their ringtones for people that they don't want to talk to. It's just the immediate indicator. I don't want this, actually. Pass, but thank you. So now in the reverse direction, do you think Mario could appear in a Sonic game at some point by the will of the people or just organically?
I think that if Mario appeared in whatever the most recent Sonic game is, it would be a better game for it.
I don't know how I feel about that because the most recent Sonic game is technically Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Mario Kart World exists. Are you saying that Mario should be in this Cross World?
Absolutely. I think Mario should be in every game.
Yikes. That's a bold take, Cotton. Let's see how that takes off. So let's actually. Do you have something else to add?
Minecraft in this in the game, right? So like, I feel like Mario isn't the most outlandish thing.
Because what do we have? Go ahead.
What is the Ender Dragon if not an abstracted out Bowser?
I mean, is it about Bowser or is it about Robotnik or Eggman if you're classy?
I think they're all it's Joseph Campbell's monomyth. It's all of the same type.
Okay. Let's get out of the weeds on this one. I feel like at the end of the day, it really just is a cacophony of video game homages, and ultimately we're going to wind up with some Lovecraftian nightmare if we continue going. So I wanted to ask a question about your actual category or categories, because it looks like we have some options. We have gay percent, which at the top of this, you said you are in fact gay.
Correct.
But then there's also some other category that I'm struggling with. Is it 80,000, 85%, or am I reading that correctly? That's a lot of numbers. Why is it so high? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's technically boobs percent.
Oh, that says boobs. Oh wow.
Yeah, if the game is an exploration of Sonic's identity, which it is, and gay percent is the culmination of the any percent of the game, then where you become a gay Sonic, then the boobs percent is some kind of medical transition that further solidifies the identity.
Okay, I got this. I know how to wrap this up completely.
Rolled up sleeves. Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. The boobs percent, when you're getting close to the end of boobs percent, your sprite has to change. I don't know if it changes to Amy. I don't know if it changes to Sally Acorn. I don't even know if it changes to Surge, but it changes to someone. And that's how you actually see the full circle of all of this. I think that's what we need. Modders, we need sprites, and we need them quickly. We have to experiment with this immediately, if not sooner. Extremely critical. We have to get this taken care of. But yeah, you're right. I'm the instigator. I'm just going to remain quiet, I think, for the rest of this event. I could get much worse about this, I'm pretty sure.
To give some validity and to open people to the world of headcanons, the Transmask Sonic, like, what do they got? Pipeline is actually very real. Like, with the way that different hedgehogs are kind of presented in the series. I could go on for this, but we are only seeing Sonic in a lovely 2D sprite in this really well made ROM hack. Shovda, is there anything that you would really like to say about this before, of course, you're going to be showing us a brilliant showcase of it?
One thing I'd like to add is that there was an update to the fan game within the last month. So if we hit the boobs percent category, I will be playing a level that I will only have had a couple weeks to practice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard that. We need the donations. We need the donations. We have to see the new levels. That's the best way to end this event, I think. New content, new levels, new identity, new things, and new venues.
I'm saying. Well, you've heard it here. If that wasn't the most in-depth, the most almost philosophical explanation for a speedrun that really made us think about Sonic's identity and the identity of many other things. If that wasn't enough to convince you, then we don't know what will be. So do stick around as we are near the end of Games Done Queer, the very first Games Done Queer. We've been benefiting Lambda Legal. Please do stick around and get those donations in, because gay percent, boobs percent, I know what I want to see. No, is that the right thing to say? I don't know.
I don't
Are we gonna
know.
wrap things up?
I was gonna say I feel like it's a win-win scenario, but boobs percent sounds more fun. I'm biased though because I'm a wielder of boobs, so yeah.
That's true. That's true. We'll leave it there. Everybody, do stick around, and of course, enjoy the rest of the show that we have for you. Back over to the host.